Hello, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy, me. So today, or was it yesterday? 22 hours ago. So yesterday, another Discord AMA. Don't know what the AMA means. But in the AMA on the Discord for Wayfinder, and I don't usually like look at the Discord. This is like some kind of news, but I have my own little news channel on my Discord. But I'm gonna put this out here for people who also like me don't read Discord but want some information. So go over these questions and answers, and we'll discuss them as we go along. So, let's get started. It says, Solid Age did a brief Q&A today, and I'm sharing it here in case anyone is here and not checking the Discord. Me, us. A lot of new, nice details in here. I'm looking forward to seeing an updated roadmap this week. Oh, okay. The more I hear about the raid, the more I get hyped. Shout out to Saro-san and the Discord for putting this together, or putting together this write-up. I still can't read. So, first question. Punchy weapons when? Not anytime soon. We have a new weapon type well underway, and it isn't that. I think we went over this before, I believe. I think it's a staff or a spear. It's one of those two things. We got a lot of things. But I feel like it's one of those. I feel like they hinted at that at some point, and I feel like that's one might be the thing. Or it could be like glaives would be cool. Like the two-handed glaives are those, maybe those are chakrams, one of the two. But second question: who have been curious exactly how Hero Kairos will interact with the archetype level system? Answered: don't quote me on this. Also, system has changed a lot, but I believe he doesn't count towards the level system. He can have the same bonuses and such, but you can't get an extra point with him, I think. Okay. Now, Hero Kairos is, I think, the platinum tier founders package here you get when you buy it, I believe. I mean, I know who that is, but there's the source of where you get him, one of the packages. But that's cool to know. Who asked the questions about that? This is a whole level up system and whatnot. So I don't know if this means the system that they're going to do, or that they're making, or the current system they had in place before that was like a thought, maybe. I don't know. Next question. Well, the next step they include the new Lars social area. Ooh, a new social area? Did I miss something? I should know. We'll have an update. Have an update? Have an update? Either an. We'll have an update this week on our revamped release time for January and March. Stay tuned. Okay. I'm hoping to see our new character, the new Wayfinder, probably by the end, if not the middle of January, because I want to play him a lot. Next question. Should we expect most free cosmetics to come from places like the Helper Coin Shop, Event Shop in the future? I like this question because usually, because I play PSO2, a lot of free stuff comes from like the reward pass, which is like the battle pass, and then they have like an event shop and whatnot. But they'll have scratch tickets too, but free stuff is always cool to have and ways to get it. We think it's a good way to do it. We also have some new systems coming online that will have cosmetics. Again, look for that news this week. Okay, I can't wait for this week. Okay, so it'll be pretty exciting, and I hope to put an end to those that worried that we're giving up. The team has some aggressive goals, and even if something slips a week or two, there's still a lot of stuff coming over the next 3 months. Okay, see, I'm still here. I ain't giving up until I ain't giving up until it's over. And hopefully, it won't be over for a long while. I think I'll give up either. Keep on believing. Keep on supporting. Is there any news about vestige and acid drop rates being adjusted soon? This is another great question because this has been a lot. This has been a hot topic right here. This has been a absolutely hot topic right here. Drop rate. I think it's in the video posted a couple days ago. Just a lot of people, at least that I've seen, are talking about it. And answer: we have an idea for a drop rate increase. So yes, look for solutions there in the coming weeks. Good listening, which is awesome. Next question. What's going to happen to our remaining event type currencies, lures, and BMS etc. after the 12th? I like this. I didn't know what happens too. Events at the very least will be converted to gold. Last I heard. Answer: this is correct. So I think it just turns into gold. Okay. Because I think I need it. Took me a couple hours. I think maybe a day or two. Not really a day or two, but like maybe 6 or 7 hours to get everything from this. Well, everything that I wanted from the shop. Probably take long if we want all the decorations and whatnot, but it's good to know. Is the end goal for season reward towers to resume a regular schedule cadence down the road, or they'll always be when they're ready going forward? I know this word means cadence down the road. It's like normal, like a schedule kind of thing. But answer no, we'll have a regular release of them with a character right now. They're tired to I think you might say they're tied. They're tired together. I say they're tied together since you got the character that way too. So that's cool to know. So that's the way to do it, you know, because usually like a new reward tower bring the people, then a new Wayfinder also bring people. So you pack them in the same thing, it's cool, and that's like a free way to earn them as well. I don't know. Is reward tower free? Or you gotta buy a reward tower? I forget which one it is, but any kind of daily dungeon or weekly dungeon that has increased rewards, which is also every game kind of needs something like this, like a daily escape, daily grind, to kind of get in. Kinda. Jobs are a version of the system, and it can include increased rewards, but also exclusive rewards. Look for that info later this week, but it's coming a lot sooner than some might think. Okay, bro, I can't wait for this week. I want to see what's going on. Let's see here. Weapon balance patch. When 8% of weapons are extremely bad. Our data does not show that at all. Yes, some are overtuned, but we'll be doing another pass in the upcoming hotfix to nerf a few, but mainly buff others. Okay, I'm really too keen on nerfing. I mean, if something is extremely popular, it's a weird debate. Should you bring everything up to the par of that good weapon, or should you nerf a weapon down to bring on par with the other weapons? You know, kind of thing. Because if you keep nerfing the balance of things, you know, at some point, I don't think any game has a sweet spot, or any game doesn't nerf or buff something at some point, because everything at some point is going to need to change and get better, or get to be put in line with other things. So I think it's like an ongoing thing with every game, like ever, that's a live service or being updated kind of game. So hopefully they'll be reasonable with it at the very least. Will Kairos event title hood be updated to show Hero Kairos' head with worn on him? Maybe in the future, but currently not planned. I was thinking this too. It's like Hero Kairos has his own kind of thing going on, but not that I really use the default skin anyway, so it doesn't really pertain to me. But whoever wants to know, there you go. Question: you off anywhere nice? Back to Austin, Texas. I've been there once. Nice place. Community, like a nice, warm. It was really food's great too. Had a lot of fun. Went to RTX. See that? Yeah, this is I went to RTX. Okay, this is too much glow. But will there be any way to increase hypercoin gains in the future? Not planned. We'll refresh every few months, and even some higher tier items perhaps. Okay. I mean, I kind of get why there isn't increased helper coins, but in the same way, if you want to reward people who keep on helping, so any incentive to keep helping other people out. So I'm sure they'll change that at some point. Maybe they don't want people to, like, main way of playing or main way of grinding is to help other people out. Maybe, possibly, probably want them to play the game, but at the same time, I don't see it being a problem. So in the future, I'm sure they'll change that, hopefully. Let's see, next question. If I may ask a follow-up, is there a determined candidates? This is word again. No, hold on. We're gonna find this. We're gonna find what this word means. A rhythmic sequence or flow of sounds. Rhythmic sequence or flow of sounds in language. The grand dance of his poetry. A regular and repeated pattern of activity. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. I kind of said I like the kind of normalness of it, but the team is aiming for with a scheduled reward tower pace. Every 90 days, 6 months, whatever it may be, or is that not determined or shareable yet? Well, it was 90 days. I remember they say every like 3 months to add new content, or like do a big content drop. But we just did a schedule once we had to pivot and publish our own. We don't have an update as new candidates, but once we do, we'll share it. Hi Salad, do you know if there is a plan to increase housing decor limit before we get neighborhoods and presumably larger houses? They answered this, I think, in the last anime actually. Well, answer again though. Answer yes. We should having a convo about this the other day. Well, I can't promise monumental gains as the team gets better and better at performance and automation. We're increasing it slightly. I think the next one is a small bump, but a bump nonetheless. That's a little update. I guess the last question they asked. Last time they asked that question. Or we asked that question. Let's see. Do you think Jobs, Daylogger, and Wars, etc. will fill the gap in memory fragment availability? Answer: Jobs would be a great way to get memory fragments. I don't have a problem with memory fragments. I mean, granted, I'm not still like upgrading all my stuff like that because I see some of stuff like that. But I think echo fragments it needs to be a thing on top of memory fragments. Those two things are like hand in hand, like Endo, more from. They need to have echo fragments also being there too, stuff to level up because those things like cost like thousands per level, and I don't have the echoes like that to be level those things up. So, what's your most anticipated update that will come sooner or later this next month? Probably performance. The team has done work under the hood, and we met with Epic right before the breaks, or right before the break. So we're now chugging away at some server and client fixes that make a big difference. Performance. This big patch has been awesome. I think I crashed like once. I think it's like a network thing or something weird popped up. I crashed like once. This is the big one. Grendel, my man's Mr. Lion Man. I forgot his name was Grendel. The kit is coming. He'll be out before the end of Q1 currently. Again, things could change, but we're saving him for some other bigger things we have planned, and we'll go into the update that'll come out this week. Go into the update. So okay, so they're probably gonna reveal probably Q1. I don't really good on like the quarters of like how they say Q1 or this or Q2 or Q1 through 4. I want to say like the next 3 months maybe, if that's how a quarter works. So maybe we'll see. Another question. I think I can ask on behalf of everyone here. Mass Echo Matrix Crafting 1. Please say it very, very soon. Like the next update Copium. I have to check when this goes in, but yes, the work on it is being completed now. Mass Echo Matrix Crafting. I don't know what that really is. I mean, crafting echoes be good because you can probably craft them and break them down, or you don't have to like essentially go out and wait to find certain echoes and whatnot, or make your own echoes and whatnot. Possibly. So we'll see if that's what that means. But that's cool. They're going to add something of echo crafting. Next question. To me personally, our Arcana's blue orbs feel very bad to pick up because it breaks combat flow and it's impactful. Their chance will eventually have, or we'll see any adjustments there, like increased pickup range or a different effect. Arcana's blue orbs. I bet these things just kind of pick up. Interesting thought after bringing it to the team. That is true. I think if I'm talking about the blue orbs that just pop on the floor randomly, that'd be a good idea to have like a better pickup radius. You know, like just like directly go on top of them, which is also good. Thanks for the question. Well, I'm saying things as the thing. I'm not thinking did it, but I like that you asked that question. Will Grendel Mythic Armory Tree Archetype Skill Tree mounts in Newbie Zone drop it one patch, or will be given bits here and there? We're on our way of working on the new Overland Zone and its massive. I can't say that yet. I can't say that. I just add my own words to things. We're holding Grendel because of this, but we don't want to make a splash. But we do want to make a splash that comes out. Oh, so this is definitely like a later. I'm thinking maybe probably end of March, possibly. If they're working on the zone and the reward tower and Grendel, I'm thinking, and Grendel comes with own weapons and new weapons in the zone of bosses. This could probably be the next big content drop that everybody's talking about or looking forward to. So, apologies for the non-answer above. Assume they'll come out in bits here and there. They'll try and group them up best they can to a big update, but won't be adverse to releasing in chunks. Okay. So they'll do what it feels kind of right. Some little content here, little content there, and then they'll maybe do a big drop there, stuff like that. Will mounts have stamina, rank, speed system, a lot ESO. We have some designs, ideas for mount progression that won't be in day one. Okay, so that's kind of cool. As long as they ain't tedious like ESO, because every day I log into ESO. If you know ESO is Elder Scrolls Online, mount system in that game, you have to feed your mount once a day. Every 24 hours, you feed it either for speed, stamina, or capacity increase for your inventory. And each of those goes to 60, or was it 90? I think it goes to 60. So each one is 60. Now, 60 for each, that's 180. And you do that once a day. That takes 180 days to max out your horse. God forbid you even miss a day. God forbid you miss a day in that game and feed your horse. And those are our character bounties. Those are our comments, our character bounties. So hopefully, they'll do anything like that. If they do, hopefully it won't be as long or just be a speedier process. Our guild house is something you would deem interesting. A guild homes are something we'd like to do. Everybody is kind of the version of that we had planned, but as mentioned before, those were put on hold for a bit while we focus on actual content. Okay, that's cool. Because this is like in say Fanstar Online, a New Genesis specific, they have alliance houses and whatnot. And it's like, it's cool that we got them. Just for a little backstory. It's cool that we got them, but that game still has absolutely bare ass for content. Bare minimum for content. So it's just like, dress up your house, you dress up yourself. But it's nothing to do. So I'm glad they're focusing on things to do. You know, so like that stuff you kind of do in your downtime. We don't want to play as much, but you need to have a good amount of things to do first before you start getting to like the fundamentals, I like to say. So. Plans for shared loot. Tired someone in the squad getting a speed or artifact, but nothing for me. That's not really shared loot. I assume you meant the same drops per character, not planned right now. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, everybody gets their own kind of loot, kind of. Like, you don't get, I don't believe we get the same things. All right, do we get the same things? I don't think we do. So, that's not really an issue. That's more like your friend got something that you wanted, got shared loot, you get the same thing. But that's, you know, that's kind of whatever for me. Let's see here. We'll be getting pets for outside of the home stuff, like following us around our missions, purely cosmetic. I think I answered this in the last one, I believe, too. But the next evolution of pets is in Skylights. Okay, so they're doing an update, basically to the question they asked last time. So that's gotta be cool. I hope if you can bring them outside, they'll have like a benefit to combat. And if not, that's fine too. Everybody's like having a pet around, which is nice to have, you know, pass time for waiting, stuff like that. So good, nice little update to that. Next question. Your game does have some very competitive people. Do you have leaderboards or official tournaments in mind? Our group would love competing on leaderboards or hunts, etc. Plan to channel some of that for raids as well as mythic hunts, which will be exciting. I would like to see that. A little more on raids. We're planning on them to be hard, like very hard. The design as end game content will be something you can just waltz through. Okay, so they're kind of running for like the Destiny, you know, most MMO kind of thing. Like I like challenging things. I don't like, you know, stupid hard things. Like, you know, like this, not as in stupid hard, but like it's unfairly hard. I like things that are nice, balanced and challenging. Not something that's just like, why is it this hard for no reason other than to be just hard? You know, like just do extra damage. Like have good mechanics over stuff like that. So I would like to be a part of that and kind of try that out. I would be down to try that. So hopefully everything goes well for that, because people love raids, people love competitive kind of stuff in the PvE kind of game, leaderboards. I'm not a fan myself, but it'd be cool to watch. So let's see here. Will raids be one big crazy fight or a gauntlet series of fights? Early, it's 5 fights. Okay, so I feel like this is gonna be more akin to Final Fantasy 14 way of raids. You're gonna have crazy, you know, positioning and places to go, like over the top boss fight, but it's gonna be kind of like, you know, more free flow, because in Final Fantasy 14 you can't really move like that. You know, like you don't have you're tied to your hot bar and stuff like that. You know, like this is more free flow combat, like Final Fantasy like 16 or 15, even the Stranger of Paradise in a way. So I'm looking forward to this. Are there any plans to look over the mastery system and make the options The three options is more of a personal choice, but must be worth in comparison with some others. Masters will be replaced totally in the coming weeks with the Archetype system. Stay tuned. Note, this doesn't mean the levels you earn for them are worthless. Sorry, okay, that's cool. One new system, and we're going to basically move your current stuff over to the system. Question: I don't want to be grumpy about but Mythic Hunts being just a Spear 5 ain't that exciting, Grinch. Answer: they aren't. Hopefully, which they aren't, which is say they're unhappy with them as well, which probably make a change for that as well. So glad they're also on the same page. I have yet to do a Mythic Hunt yet. Will there be any very unique cosmetics for like world's first raids or rank 1 on leaderboards? So people that with angel wings are the rank 1 on a specific raid, or there be world first? I confirmed they'll have exclusive cosmetic drops. Okay, good for them. That won't ever be me, but good for them. More incentives. Cosmetic exclusives to world first drop top ranks or exclusives to the raids. Raids? Okay. You intend to make raids require a role to be filled up like something building around supporting the team, or to be more of a mechanical evolved content where each participant is out there on their own for survival? Yes, if you walk into these with the proper comp, you won't be successful. Huh. I don't know how I feel about this, because I'm really tired of like tanks, healers, and DPS kind of type, MMOs. I was kind of hoping you kind of all go in there and then you all just want to do damage, because only like I think only 2 people can tank. I know Wingrave can heal and tank, but then that kind of makes Wingrave probably like the best for all, because he can tank, heal, and shield people. So hopefully that means this is gonna be more mechanically dense or the proper comp. That's really like make you. That's essentially the destiny of you need Gallahorn back in the day. The Warlock with well. I'm not really a fan of that. Hopefully they'll see. I mean, hopefully if they do it that way, hopefully it won't be such a constraint if you don't have a certain Wayfinder and or weapon, because not everybody can get or have time or just have the luck to get the same things people need to do things. But hopefully that won't be the case. Is new ecosystem coming after raids and mythics? Yes, it's after raids and mythics, a new ecosystem. I didn't hear about it, but okay, I'm happy for that. Will there be a power level limit to raids to avoid someone queuing that might not even be level 30, or is that just fair game and punishment? I believe that is planned. Okay. Unless it's kind of some way to keep, if you're not level 30 and you can just kind of go in, maybe, if that's what they're trying to say. I may be wrong on that. Maybe to avoid someone queuing that may not be level 30. So yeah, so if you gotta be ready. So essentially that's being gate kept, so they let you know when you're ready to do it. That's cool. Another question for Solid: do you know if there's plan to change Endeavor's appearance for other seasons beyond winter? I assume this is the winter vendor for Eventide, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe. Answer: not being discussed right now. Yeah, they gotta work on content. That's cool enough. This is the nice thing about the winter vendor. Can we even get the tiniest tease about the second character look like a new character anyway that was shown in December stream, but with pink hair? Maybe. I thought that was like a costume for Nis. Or was that actually another character? I thought it was a costume for Nis, the way she was standing. Man, I could have been totally placeholder too. Huh. I guess that's another Wayfinder again. So I'm going to slay your phase what someone else said, or is have an intro version of for people to earn Lmacncheese of the real one, or just the first one. No, raids will be challenging and hard, and you will die. Figure them out. That's the point. So they won't have any like easy modes or like tutorial modes to learn. You got to learn on the fly, or just wait for people who make videos to do them and tell you. Do a rough ETA for the transition to UE5. I think I mentioned before, we have plans in the next few weeks to scope this out to fully, so it'll be later in the year, so it's like down the road. And hopefully That game is already gorgeous. It's gonna be fantastic on UE5 if they do it right. I mean, the game's already gorgeous, but hopefully, it'll have an easier time. New engine. Will there be content to whet the appetite? To whet the appetite of the people who crave challenge? It will not, nor should ever be the primary focus. I don't plan on unlocking any critical things like vestiges or parts by mythics or raids. Unlocking any critical things like vestiges or parts behind. Okay. So then what do you do raids for then if there's no parts? I mean, I guess there won't be any wayfinders or weapons tied to it, but there'll probably be like echoes and like probably better XP and like memory fragments, stuff like that behind raids. Possibly. It's like people in other instances showing up in yours but not really being there. Just like people in others is showing up in yours but not really. This is a matchmaking issue plan addressing, and that's coming hot fix. It's high on our list. Same with traveling and losing each other. Okay, this is probably the biggest one. Cause I was gonna make like a wish list for Wayfinder for 2024, and this is one of the big things I was talking about on there. I didn't make the video yet, but that was a main issue I want to talk about. Was like finding people, staying with your friends, and making that just easier to deal with. So can't wait for this patch coming up this week. I cannot wait to like let's see it. And whatever it's going to be, whatever this big update is going to be. But I believe that is all of the notes for this week or for this AMA. Don't know what it means for this one. A lot of good changes, a lot of good excitement coming up, and a lot of good feedback is being presented in their listing, which is always an important part. But I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later.